Have you ever felt a strange quietness descend upon your life? Not a peaceful quiet, but an unsettling stillness. The ambitions that once drove you suddenly feel distant. The routines that once gave you comfort feel hollow. The conversations around you seem to echo in a space that you no longer fully occupy. Our world teaches us that progress is loud. It's constant action, striving, and a packed schedule. So when this strange, silent space opens up, our first instinct is to panic. We think, am I stuck? Am I depressed? Am I losing my way? But what if this stillness is not a sign that something is wrong, but the clearest sign that something is about to go profoundly right? What if this is not a pause, but a preparation? In both quantum physics and ancient wisdom, the moment before a great transformation is a period of profound recalibration. It is the silence before the symphony begins. The stillness is not empty. It is full. It is the loading screen for the next chapter of your life. Today, we will explore the 7 key signs that you are on the verge of a quantum leap, a radical and permanent shift in your reality. This is your guide to trusting the process and embracing the stillness before the leap. 1. The old world loses its color. The first sign that a major shift is coming is a feeling of dissonance. The things that used to excite you now feel flat. The job that once defined you feels like a role you are no longer suited to play. The friendships that once nourished you suddenly feel draining. This is not a sign of your failure, but of your growth. The great psychologist Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming your true, authentic self. As you evolve, your energetic frequency changes. You are, quite literally, beginning to vibrate at a different level. The friction you feel is the mismatch between your new, higher frequency and the old, dense reality you are preparing to leave behind. Think of it like trying to play a beautiful, high-definition video on an old, outdated television. The screen will glitch, the colors will be wrong, and the sound will be distorted. The problem isn't the video, it's that the hardware can no longer support the new data. The friction you feel in your life is a signal that your hardware, your reality, requires an upgrade. 2. Your emotional world feels amplified. The second sign is that your emotions become more intense and unpredictable. One day, you feel a surge of exhilarating hope, a deep intuitive knowing that something wonderful is on its way. The next, you are hit by a wave of profound fear and doubt, a voice that whispers, "What if I'm just fooling myself?" This is not instability, it is recalibration. In quantum physics, a particle can exist in a state of superposition, holding multiple potential realities at once, before it collapses into a single, definite state. You are in a state of emotional superposition. You have one foot in your old timeline and one foot in the new, and your emotions are flickering between both realities. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius taught us to observe our thoughts and feelings without being owned by them. He wrote, "Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, not outside." See these emotional waves not as good or bad, but as indicators. The hope is your soul getting a glimpse of your new reality. The fear is your old identity trying to pull you back to what is familiar and safe. 3. You feel drawn to solitude and silence. A profound and often confusing sign is a sudden, powerful need to be alone. The noise of the world, the constant chatter, the demands of social life, they all start to feel overwhelming. You begin to crave silence not as an escape, but as a necessity. This is your soul asking for the space to do its work. Think of a caterpillar in a chrysalis. It must go through a period of dark, solitary, silent dissolution before it can be reborn as a butterfly. It cannot transform while it is still trying to be a caterpillar. This void, or fertile darkness, is a sacred space in many mystical traditions. It's the space where your entire energetic system is being rewired. You are shedding old beliefs, releasing old traumas, and letting go of identities that no longer serve you. This profound inner work cannot be done at a loud party or in a busy office. It requires stillness. Do not mistake your need for solitude as a sign of depression. It is the sign of a deep spiritual metamorphosis. Fourth, coincidences and synchronicities increase. As your old world dissolves, you will begin to notice strange and meaningful coincidences. You'll be thinking about a niche topic, and a stranger will bring it up in conversation. You'll ask the universe for a sign, and you'll see the same number or symbol 3 times in one day. You'll feel a sudden urge to go to a bookstore, and the exact book you need will practically fall off the shelf into your hands. Carl Jung called these events synchronicity, defining them as moments where the inner world and the outer world align in a way that is profoundly meaningful. These are not random accidents. They are the universe leaving you a trail of breadcrumbs. They are winks from the quantum field, confirming that your inner frequency is beginning to rearrange the physical reality around you. These synchronicities are the first faint signs of your new timeline, beginning to bleed into your present. 5. Your old problems reappear for a final test. Just when you feel you're about to break through, the universe will often present you with a final exam. An old pattern, a familiar challenge, or a person from your past will suddenly reappear. An ex might text you out of the blue. A work situation might trigger your old fear of not being good enough. This is not a sign that you are moving backward. It is the opposite. It is the universe asking you, have you truly learned the lesson? Are you going to respond from the old version of you? Or are you ready to embody the new one? Think of it like a final boss level in a video game, designed to test all the skills you've acquired on your journey. Imagine you've spent years working on your self-worth. Suddenly, you are offered a job that is prestigious, but would require you to compromise your values. The exact kind of dilemma that used to trap you. The old you would have taken it. The new you, responding from your upgraded frequency, calmly says, no. The moment you make that new choice, you have passed the test. You have collapsed the old timeline and locked in the new one. 6. You feel a sense of detachment. You begin to observe your own life with a sense of calm, curious detachment. The things that used to trigger you into an emotional spiral now seem distant. The dramas of others, which you used to absorb like a sponge, you now see with compassion, but from a safe distance. This is not coldness. It is the wisdom of a higher perspective. The Buddhist concept of mindfulness teaches the art of observing your thoughts and feelings without identifying with them. You are not your anger. You are the awareness watching the anger. This detachment is a sign that you are no longer entangled in the dense, emotional drama of your old reality. You are beginning to operate from the calm, powerful center of your own being. You have stopped being a character tossed about by the plot and are becoming the wise author of your own story. 7. You feel a quiet, unshakable peace. This is the final and most beautiful sign. The frantic striving ceases. The anxious need to make something happen dissolves. It is replaced by a quiet, profound, and unshakable sense of trust. A deep inner knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. This is the stillness after the recalibration. Your nervous system has settled into its new, higher frequency. You are no longer flickering between two worlds. You have arrived. The great Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu spoke of Wu Wei, or effortless action. This is the state you have entered. You don't need to force things anymore, because you are in perfect alignment with the flow of life. Opportunities come to you. The right people appear. Solutions to old problems present themselves with an almost magical ease. This quiet peace is the true arrival of your quantum leap. It doesn't come with fireworks or a drum roll. It comes with a whisper. It is the feeling of finally being completely and utterly at home in yourself. Trusting the leap you've already made. If these signs resonate with you, understand that you are not waiting for a transformation. You are in the middle of one. The quiet, the confusion, the friction, the synchronicities, they are all part of a profound and sacred process. Your only job is to trust it. Stop resisting the stillness. Stop trying to fill the void with old noise. See this phase for what it is. The deep, fertile silence from which all new life emerges. You are not stuck. You are anchoring. You are not lost. You are being guided. The quantum field does not respond to desperate effort. It responds to resonance. And the very fact that you are here, listening to this, means you are already resonating with the frequency of the new reality you are calling in. The leap is not something you have to make. In a very real sense, you have already made it. Now, you just have to allow yourself to land.